Hi, my name is Wonha Paulson, and I want to use this opportunity to thank Paradox for giving me the opportunity to join your amazing team. Okay, so in this short video, I'm going to talk about three moments that actually shaped my career as a software engineer, and also three moments or three tasks that I didn't like in my previous job. Okay, firstly, the first moment that changed my career was when I moved from just learning to actually building real world applications. For example, I started building a full stack auction platform with real time bidding. Okay, as users, as spectators can watch real time bidding and everything is happening in real time. So this shifted my mindset to start thinking beyond syntax and focus on user experience, performance, scalability, security. It made me start thinking like a real software engineer. Okay, it made me start thinking more about architecture, performance, scalability, and things like that. Then the second moment that shaped my career was when I started working on real-time systems. So implementing features like live bidding, using WebSocket, it made me understand how systems behave under pressure. Okay, how to manage state and how to design for responsiveness. Okay, that's when I started thinking more like a system engineer, not just a developer. Before I used to call myself a developer, but right now, this when I started building such projects, it shifted my mindset. I started thinking as an engineer. Then the third moment was when I became intentional about reaching the top level of engineering. Okay, I started focusing deeply on clean architecture, system design, building production-ready applications, especially in areas like fintech and scalable platforms. So that mindset shift really changed how I approach problem solving. Okay, now let me talk about the three tasks that I least liked in my previous job. Now, it is not that in as much as I wasn't really cool with it, but I didn't enjoy it as much, but they really helped me to grow significantly. And that is what I am so much interested in. I want to grow no matter how uncomfortable I am. I want to really grow no matter how uncomfortable the situation makes me. Okay, so the first thing that was very uncomfortable, I didn't like that much, was repetitive manual task, okay, especially when they could be automated. So working on complex systems made me appreciate efficiency. So I naturally prefer building solutions rather than repeating the same process. So it pushed me to think more in terms of tooling and automation. In as much as I was uncomfortable with the manual repetitive tasks, it made me to really understand and appreciate tooling and automation. Secondly, was when I was working with unclear and evolving requirements. So it can slow things down, but it taught me on how to communicate better, ask the right questions, and reduce ambiguity in projects. Okay. So lastly was debugging poorly structured codes. Okay, now it could be very, very challenging when you're actually debugging poorly structured code, but it made me appreciate, first of all, it made me appreciate code maintainability. It made me appreciate writing well structured code that could be that could be easier to maintain, but it actually improved my ability to read unfamiliar code bases. So I can pick up any code at all and I can take, no matter how difficult it is, even without comments, I can pick it up and I'll take a look at it and I'll understand exactly what was intended, or I can make it better. So it also helped me to stay patient. It made me to think critically under pressure. So these skills are very important in real world engineering. So in as much as these moments made me uncomfortable, but I was able to grow in those uncomfortable moments. So thank you very much, Paradox, for giving me the opportunity to join your amazing team. I'm looking forward to joining your team, and I hope you would like what I have just mentioned in this video. Thank you very much. I'll be expecting to hear from you.